Welcome to Emila. This is round number 2, season 1. And if you were hoping that I was going to do the official name, I am gladly saying I will not, because I do not want to say all those words, because that is a whole jump. But anyways, let's get on with Emila. You may see the grid formation pop up on the screen. Now I'm just going to leave that a little minute to sink in. On pole position we have Valtteri Bottas followed by Lewis Hamilton. Then we have Sergio Perez. Then we have Max Verstappen, Lando Norris, Yuki Tsunoda. And then we have Charles Leclerc, Daniel Ricciardo. And then we have Carlos Sainz, Sebastian Vettel, Kimi Raikkonen, number 31. Sorry, Esteban Ocon. And then we have number 10 of Pierre Gasly, George Russell, Lance Stroll, Nikita Mazepin, also known as Mazepin, Antonio Giovinazzi, and then we have, who do you call it? Nicholas Latifi, Fernando Alonso, and also Mick Schumacher. So, with that all out of the way, we're going to get to 5 red lights, and lights out and away we go into the first corner. Who's going to be able to get the lead into the first corner? Yeah, Valtteri Bottas looking like he's going to take up the inside line. And yeah, it's Valtteri Bottas who leads, followed by, I'm not sure who that is, I'm going to take a look now. Anyways, we have Sergio Perez behind him.
Well, Lewis Hamilton is tucked up in 3rd position. It looks like he's doing a really good job there. We shouldn't have favourites while we're commentating, but Oliver, who's your favourite driver today?
Probably Max Verstappen, considering that. I think he won last Grand Prix.
He's tucked well up into the pack though. I'm not sure if he's going to manage to get broken away free enough to do enough damage today.
What do you mean by enough damage?
Enough damage on the pack to get up there.
So that's Sergio Perez in P1. And yeah, I'm not sure really who's in last position there. As who's that? Nicholas Latifi, as Mick Schumacher's already overtaken. There is Valtteri Bottas maybe going up the inside there of Sergio Perez. And Valtteri Bottas gets the lead on Sergio Perez, gets the toe on him. Still though, as they come by, we still got Lance Stroll, Sebastian Vettel, and then that's Pierre Gasly, and then we have Carlos Sainz maybe looking for a move up the inside, as of course this is actually Ferrari owned. The Prancing Horse used to own this track, I think.
I think you're right. It's a good fact. Fun fact.
That's why it's also called La Della Ferrari, home of Prairie, Ratilli Moore, and Emilia Romagna Grand Prix 2022. 2022 at the moment, but of course 2021 now. Yeah, you gotta remember all those words. It's quite long. Sebastian Vettel looking a bit closer. There's Lando Norris as well. Lando Norris gets up the inside. There are Valtteri Bottas. We've had like no collision so far on lap number 2. And still though, there is Sebastian Vettel coming around the outside of Lance Stroll there. Not too sure really if we can get a position on. A couple of drivers there, but we maybe can be able to look on board a couple of drivers. As we now are looking on board Nicholas Latifi, you can see he's got a long pack ahead of him. Still though, we are now looking at a couple of the other drivers, but yeah, this may be a little bit of a gulp coming into the next couple of corners. But yeah, there's Max Verstappen right there, who, as I already said, is my favorite driver for the weekend. And yet I may get an onboard of Sebastian Vettel. So here we go, on board of Sebastian Vettel now. You can see he's mainly got in focusing range. Kind of actually Bottas and other drivers, but yeah, we're going to come out of that view now.
I think this is a really good track for Aston Martin this year. What do you think?
Yes, we got Stroll, who ended up qualifying about P18, has managed to get up into the midfield. Of course, Stroll's position I will be able to monitor once I'm editing this. Hint, who edits? Shockingly, the editor of my videos is me. Shocking, I know. Still though, we have Sebastian Vettel up in P number 1 already. That is Pierre Gasly. We've got Lando Norris up ahead of him. Can this be a good position? And I forgot to mention Sebastian Vettel is now leading here at Imola, but again, they got to come into the pit lane, as you may remember. And I think this lap is maybe a tasty lap to get into the pit lane, as these Grand Prix have now got a time limit cap. So they've got 15 minutes time limit cap. And then they may go for the two-stopper.
I think they're all going to come into pits. I think they have. Oh no, someone stayed out.
Someone stayed out. That's mainly the midfield. And that is Esteban Ocon getting a jump on a couple of the drivers there. Let's go over and see what's happening into turn number 1 already. And who's that? Leading, it's Lewis Hamilton, followed by Max Verstappen. Although, as we already said, some of them may have gone for the two-stopper and some of them may have gone for the one-stopper. I think these are mainly the drivers who haven't gone with the one-stopper. But as we remember, they are still going to have to go eventually into the pit stop. Maybe they gone with the one-stopper. But here come the rest of them. Who's leading this pack? It's Ben Ocon, followed by Sebastian Vettel, and then they've got a large gap there. But yeah, could this maybe be an overtaking opportunity for many of them? Still though, the drivers who have already pitted are in a tight squeeze and are not really maybe get out of that. But yeah, if we come a bit closer to the drivers who are not, they've also gone into a line. Before, of course, we had them in different lines. Who do you think really could eventually take the win here?
I'm not sure. If Lewis Hamilton really has just gone for the one-stopper, him and Max Verstappen are in a good position here to really open up the lead. As long as they can get like a whole pit away from the other guys, then I think they're in a good chance. If they can get out in front of the other pack here, that would put them in very good standing for the rest of the season, rest of the race. I'm not sure if they are. It's going to be very tight. Oh, they're not. They come into the middle of the pack. It's a bit devastating for Lewis and Max. They should have maybe tried to stay out there for a couple more laps, just to try and get the undercut.
Yeah, but still though, of course, most of them have gone into the softs, meaning that, yeah, they might go on the two-stopper. But yeah, who does really know about Max and Lewis? They may not go onto the two-stopper. Sorry, and we may have eventually something like, there's Nikita Mazepin going up the inside. By now he would have already spun off. And he goes up the inside, and that's an overtake by Daniel Ricciardo there. Yeah, we still got Esteban Ocon who's leading. You can really tell that these cars are not performed realistically. You can always tell that with this game, because they never are performing realistically. Maybe the way they start out is realistic, but when they
they're
come
over
out,
halfway through the session now.
yeah, we got halfway through. I think we got like 6 more laps to go. Yeah, we've already passed halfway through. Yeah, we are in halfway through the session.
Some of the drivers are going to be in for that second pit soon.
Yeah, of course, as I already mentioned, some of them may be going for the two-stopper and some of them maybe not. There's Hamilton pulling out a gap there. Hamilton going up the inside of Perez. Here we go, looking on board Lewis Hamilton now. He's not overtaken Perez. Yet still though, we have the Red Bull in front of him, followed by, in front of him also is Lando Norris. But yeah, can he keep the position? So we're going to come out of that view now, since, again, we're looking at a lot of the onboards today, when you say so. As they told me that they've got the onboard cameras already fixed on now. They've got them fixed on. So for some weird reason they wanted me to use them a lot. And there you go, Lewis Hamilton overtaking him there. We've got 5 more minutes remaining. 5 more minutes remaining until the session will be stopped. And whoever is leading then will be considered the leader of the Grand Prix. That's Max Verstappen opening a door. And we might have the same thing that happened at Miami, since, of course, again, another storm will be forecasted. And they have red flagged it, as expected. They did it, of course, where was it? Bahrain. They've done it now here. And yet, we're going to go through, and we're going to skip to when the race has begun. And they're going to get for a pit lane start here. So here they go, out they go. Who's going to get into the first corner first? As we have, that is maybe a chance for Sebastian Vettel to go up the inside. No, he doesn't really take the move there. But maybe we have a lot of turn 1 chaos. We've got 5 more minutes remaining, as I already mentioned. 5 more minutes before Grand Prix can commence and end. But yeah, there we go. That's Yuki Tsunoda, and Yuki Tsunoda quite close up into the pack. What do you have to say?
I think it's been a really challenging race today. It could still be anyone's podium. Those around in front are not there safe yet. The packs are quite packed up together.
Did you know that's what a pack is supposed to mean?
Yes, that is absolutely right. That must be a Murray Walker moment.
Told you you're becoming him. And Lewis Hamilton to Vettel! Vettel gets off wide!
Vettel drops down place or two.
That is going to be yellow flag. Yellow flag means like we just put out the restart button for some weird reason. And we get them all back together in a bunch as they usually would in real life. There's nothing real else we can do. Here they go, and they're in. All of them have come together. And green flag, green flag. That's Valtteri Bottas. Valtteri Bottas gets up the inside. Although is that maybe going to be Lewis Hamilton? Lewis Hamilton get a bit close. There's Lance Stroll there, going for a big dive up the inside. Although really it may not work. There's Max Verstappen. His restart has not hindered him. Here we go, Lance Stroll getting pushed off a bit wide there. But still, it's going to be really good for the drivers on the inside now. As Stroll takes the lead. It's happened. And
Lewis Hamilton is tucked right in between Lance Stroll and Charles Leclerc.
No, that's Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz. Still though, that's Mick Schumacher looking up the inside, and again we have another move.
Looks like Lewis Hamilton's edging ever closer to Lance Stroll there.
And yet there you go. Stroll has just taken the position. We got 3 more minutes until session is ended. 3 more minutes until session is ended. Here we go. That is Sergio Perez. Sergio Perez gets up the inside. Sergio Perez neck and neck between both of them.
And they're on a final lap now. This is the final lap.
That's final lap now. And who's going to get the lead into turn number 1? Who knows? Maybe somebody from the midfield could catch up the position. There we go. There we go. And that is Sergio Perez. Sergio Perez takes the lead. Lance Stroll, gets up the inside a little bit. There is Mick Schumacher as well. What do you have to say?
I think that this is a fantastic last couple of laps here. They are jostling for position. It could still be anyone's race, apart from the McLaren of Daniel Ricciardo. I think he may be out of it. I think he's a little too far behind.
Here we go, Mick Schumacher. Is the Schumacher family back to winning ways? Yes, it is. And he's got the racing blood in him, so I'm not surprised by the victory here. Nobody's given any penalties. Until, who knows, maybe disqualification. Could you imagine if then we get to the end and then Mick Schumacher's apparently been disqualified for some kind of flaw thing.
Oh, someone spun out there. Who was that?
Vettel, he already spun. So. Yeah, this is the final lap now. Around the next sector, is it going to be Mick Schumacher?
They're coming into the last few corners here, down the finishing straight now. Is it going to be Schumacher? The Schumacher name's going to be back up on the podium.
And Schumacher takes the win.
Great win.
Mick Schumacher.
Mick Schumacher takes the win.
Especially at Ferrari's home. Next year, maybe Mick, you'll go to Ferrari. Now, we're going to show you the race results here and the top 3 on the podium. I'll see you later, and I'll see you next time at Portugal. Bye.
Good night, folks.
Or morning, or afternoon, or midday. Doesn't matter.
Or good evening.
Or midnight. Goodbye.